I would like to talk a bit about auctions and what happens in an auction. And so the basic auction, before you go to an auction, you should decide how much you are willing to pay for something. So let's imagine that here we have the object. This is a car, and the bidder A values the object at 10,000. The bidder B values the object at 5,000, and bidder C values the object at 3,000. So these sums, of course, are the valuations of A, B, and C, but also A keeps it a secret. He will not tell anybody his valuation beforehand. B keeps it a secret, and C keeps it a secret. But if you go to an auction, you should decide how much you are willing to pay for the object you are going to bid. And then what happens in an auction? So let's imagine the previous example, and in the auction we will start from bottom up. So A starts with 1,000, so this could be $1,000. B will raise to 2,000. At this point C will join, and he will offer 3,000. B will raise to 4,000, and remember, C's valuation was 3,000, so at this moment C will drop out and will bid no longer. And from the 4,000, A will raise to 5,000, and at this stage B's valuation was 5,000, so the biggest sum he was willing to pay, so B will not raise his bid. So the result is that A will get the product for 5,000. Now let's look at and think what happened in this auction. So what actually happened, and think through carefully, was that A paid the price of the second highest bid. So A was willing to pay 10,000, but in the auction he ended up paying 5,000, and that is actually exactly the same as the second highest bid. And there is another auction format which is known as the sealed bid auction, or another way of another term used for it is the Vickery auction. So imagine that instead of having a bottom-up auction where everybody is present and raising their bids gradually, imagine that you were asked to put your bid in a sealed envelope and then hand this sealed envelope to somebody. Now, in the sealed bid, what happens is that you will put your bid into a sealed envelope, and the winner of the auction will pay the price of the second highest bid. Now imagine A, B, and C put their valuation, so 10,000, 5,000, and 3,000 in sealed envelopes. Somebody will then open these envelopes up. You will notice that A was the highest bidder with 10,000, but he will pay the price of the second highest bid. Now this is known as the sealed bid auction, it is known as the Vickery auction, and it has three very interesting properties. First of all, the result will be the same. Second, and this you need to think about carefully, it will be the best strategy for everyone to tell their true value, to tell how much they are willing to pay in a sealed bid. So A will bid 10,000, B will bid 5,000, and C will bid 3,000. And this you need to think through. You can imagine, for example, that if A were to put 8,000 in the sealed envelope, Then if someone else was to put 9,000, he would sort of lose because he was willing to go all the way up to 10,000. So truth telling, telling your true value is your best strategy. And then a third way to think about this is that in this auction, B did not get the object. So because A was present in the auction, B in a sense lost, did not get the car for 5,000. So this A in a sense created a harm of 5,000 to B, and I will get back to this third point later on. So sealed bid auction, Vickery auction is a very interesting auction, and think it through, and I think you will find it very interesting. Thank you.